Okay, welcome to this evening's training session. Welcome to Team Diamond, Go for Diamond training call. We do this on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Ghana time, which is 9 p.m. West Africa. That's Nigeria, Cameroon time. And for now, it's 3 p.m. EST, Eastern Standard Time in the US as well. And so it's really an international call, and all of you are welcome into this call. We are going to learn a few things about our business. This month of November is a special month indeed. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be phenomenal. The fire has already begun. In fact, the volume from the first 2 days of November is already higher than October volume. So it tells you that this month is going to be is fired up from start. And it's rightly so, because November is the month before Christmas, the month before December, and December is the month before the year ends, the month before January. And so it's really a strategic month. It's a month that if you play your cards right, if you do what needs to be done, you will reap the results that you're looking for, and it's going to be fabulous indeed. And so I'm urging each and every one of you on this call to take advantage of the momentum in November so that you can achieve the target you set for yourself. Very, very important. And so we are going to get started immediately. And this training is going to be in two parts. The first part is going to be a slide presentation where I'll share with you a few things I've put on a PowerPoint presentation. And then the second part of the presentation is going to be a conversation where you're going to see my face. We're going to have an interaction, and it's going to be awesome. Of course, there'll be time for Q&A as well. So hopefully, I'm hoping to wrap all these things up in 45 minutes, and then we'll be out of here to go out and apply. Somebody type apply in the comment section. Apply what we have learned. Apply. Just type apply in the comment section so I know you can hear me loud and clear. Great. Because there's really no point in learning if you're not ready to apply what you've learned. And so the application is just as important as the learning process. And so great, I'm happy that you can hear me loud and clear. So let's get started with what we came here to do. So I'm going to share my screen now so that we can get off the ground. Yes, there we go. So as you already know, my name is Kelvin. I'm a medical doctor by training. And I don't practice formally as a doctor. I don't sit in a consulting room anymore. I've been done that for the past 2 years. I do Max full time, and so you can call me Dr. Max. You can call me healer of poverty or something, because that's really what I spend my time doing nowadays. Because Max has opened so many doors for me, and I'm happy to have I'm happy to have said yes to this Max opportunity. And indeed, it's been a blessing for me personally and to my family as well. And I'm grateful for this opportunity every single day. So I'm a double diamond associate at Max International, and I know that somebody on this call is going to become double diamond by the end of next year. If that person is you, go ahead and type amen in the comment section and apply what you learn. All right, so now we are getting started. Now, you know that there are a couple of companies. I mean, you're seeing companies on the screen right now. There's a common trend that flows throughout these companies you see displayed here: Nokia, Yahoo, Kodak, Blockbuster, Atari. Each of these companies failed to adapt. They failed to recognize that the times were changing, and they missed out on a great opportunity to become the best of the best company they could have possibly been. And some of them are struggling to come back, but it's not working because they missed it. They missed it completely. Now, it's important that you know the times you're in and be able to adapt or adopt practices that will definitely get you to achieve the height that you want to achieve. So don't be a Nokia, don't be a Kodak, don't be a Yahoo, don't be a Blockbuster. Netflix actually went to Blockbuster to pitch to them, and they rejected it. Imagine if Blockbuster had accepted the Netflix approach. Like today, Blockbuster would be in every home, but they missed it. Yahoo missed the chance to become the Google of today, and well, now it's just Yahoo. Kodak missed out on the digital camera era, and now I don't know if they are even still in existence. It tells you that you need to know the times you're in and adapt properly. Otherwise, you will die. You will die a very painful death. Samsung, on the other hand, I call them the kings of adaptation. It started in 1938 as a grocery store. In other words, they were selling groceries, they were selling food, they were selling toiletries. It was a shop. Then they graduated to become textiles, then to petrochemicals, then to electronics, and today they are into phones. They've adapted to the changing scenes of the changing eras of business, and they are one of the biggest companies in the world, rubbing shoulders with the Apples and other companies out there, and they remain relevant all this while because they are adaptable. They adapt to the situations and the circumstances around them, and so being adaptable is a very, very key component in your life as a business partner here at Max International, because it's a cycle. And life is a cycle. Everything in life is a cycle. You are born, you grow, you go through the phases, you get married, you probably get married, you probably have a couple of kids, you grow old, and then you die. then another life begins. It's the same thing all over and over again. You wake up in the morning, you get ready, you go to work, you close, you come back, you spend time in traffic, you come back, you watch TV, you fall asleep. It's a cycle. We do everything, we do it every single day. The mosquito goes through a cycle, the womb goes through a cycle. Everything in life goes through a cycle. Even companies have a cycle where you have the GDP going up and down. Everything is a cycle. And in the same way, your Max business is also going to go through a cycle. In fact, Darwin says that it is not the strongest who survive. It is actually the one who is most responsive to change, because change is really the only constant in life. Change is the only constant in life. And so if you fail to adapt to change, you are really going to hurt yourself, because you're going to miss out on opportunities all around you. You're going to assume things that are not to be, and you're going to miss opportunities when they are presented to you. And so right now, we at Max International, we are in momentum. We are in serious momentum, and November is no different. There's momentum right now. As I mentioned, the volumes in the first 2 days of November is mind-blowing already. And so it tells that we are in momentum. But momentum will not last forever. And so stop postponing to next month what you can do this month. I'm telling you, you don't know what's going to happen next month. It's possible that next month your team is not going to do auto ship. And so don't postpone what needs to be done this month to next month. It's important that you take advantage of what's in front of you right here, right now. Change is the only constant, so you better love it. Otherwise, you're going to die out of it. So the question is, why are you here? You watching me today, why are you here at Max International? Why did you decide to partner with Max International? Or did somebody force you to join? Did somebody pay for you to join? Is that the only reason why you are here? Why are you here at Max International? Now, this question is the difference between success and failure. Because if you do not identify, if you don't know why you are here, if you don't have anything chasing you and pushing you to go out there and be a better version of yourself, you are going to miss out. You're going to lose out, because the why, the stronger your why, the more likely you are to stay engaged in spite of the challenges. And trust me, there are a lot of challenges. If you have not cried before in your business, in your Max business, you have not yet started, you haven't reached anywhere. Because the tears are part of the business. When your partner tells you, I'm going to do autoship so that you can achieve your bronze rank, and he fails to do autoship, or the person tells you that I'm going to sign up and does not sign up, or the person buys your product and returns it because he claims that he had a reaction to the product. When you already use the money and collected the commission and spend that commission, how are you going to refund the person money to him? There are challenges every single day in this business. And it's your why. It's the reason why you join. That's what's going to make you stay in the business in spite of the challenges. Where are you going? Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Where do you see yourself in the next 10 years? Where do you see yourself at the end of November? What targets are you setting for yourself? Because when the why is strong, you set targets that are over and above your current situation, so that you can grow and match that target. If you can achieve your target in your sleep, then it's not a worthwhile target, because it's not going to challenge you to grow. It's not going to challenge you to become a better person. You don't need to become a better person to achieve the target you have just set. So you have to set a target that is challenging, a target that keeps you awake at night, because you know that if you sleep, you will miss it. That's the kind of target you need to set, which will motivate you to do. Now, after you set a target, how are you going to get there? It's not enough to just set the target. You need to be able to get to that target. You need to work hard and get that target. You need to work hard in a way that has been shown to provide results. Don't work hard in a system that you and I know does not yield results. In other words, for instance, you don't wake up and work hard, pick your phone and look at the phone. It's harder because you are straining your eye muscles, but you do not press the call button and call the prospect. If you don't call the prospect, you are not working hard in a proving system. You have to call and engage your prospect. You have to chat prospects up. Just picking the phone is not good enough. Or when you do call the prospect, you spend all of 10 minutes discussing their kids, you talk about everything but the Max business. You talk about everything but the reason why you called that prospect. That call is a total waste of time, because you called with a specific goal to invite this prospect to attend your Zoom presentation, but you ended up discussing everything else but the very reason why you called that person. So this call is a waste of time. So you have worked hard. Yes, you invested 10 good minutes into this conversation, but you did not get the results you are looking for. And so that call does not count, because it's not a call that will yield the results you're looking for. If you don't know why you are here or where you are going, you will certainly don't know when you found the right opportunity. If somebody forced you to join Max, somebody paid for you to join Max, and you don't really feel a need, a burning desire to do something with this Max opportunity, it doesn't matter that some people on this very call are enjoying 100,000 Ghana cedis a month. It doesn't matter that some people on this very call are being paid 10,000 US dollars a month. It doesn't matter that some people on this call are enjoying 1 million naira every single month. It doesn't matter that some people on this call are getting paid 50,000 Ghana cedis every single month. You can see all these people getting paid all that money, but because you yourself don't know why you are here or you don't know where you are going, it won't make a difference in your life. People everywhere, every single Wednesday, and tomorrow is Wednesday, every single Wednesday, people post snapshots of their max commission that have been paid to them for work done the previous week. You see all these snapshots every single day, but you are not moved. It's not because of anything. It's just because you don't know why you are here. You are not hungry enough. There's no burning desire in your heart, in your soul to push you. There's no lion chasing you, so you don't see the need to go and prospect. You don't see the need to invite somebody to join the call. I understand you. I know people have been there. Me, when I joined Max, I was hungry. Somebody type hungry. You understand hungry? Have you been so hungry that when they put food in front of you, you can't even eat the food because it's like the hunger has overwhelmed you. You see the food all right, but you are so weak you can't even touch the food. That's how hungry I was. I was hungry. I was desperate. I was in need of a pick me up. I needed something to lift me from where I was because I could see my future and it was bleak. It was a terrible future that I was heading into. And so when I found Max, I didn't need somebody to tell me that this was it. I jumped into this Max opportunity with both feet. I didn't test the waters. No, I signed in a Premier Pack and I have not looked back from that day. My first month commission for Max International was double my salary as a doctor. And so from day one, I joined this business. There was no alternative for me. There was no turning back. It was Max or Max. I had nowhere else to go, and I dived in, gave it my best shot, and I'm so happy I made that decision to do Max as seriously as I did. Because today I'm a double diamond associate, and every month Max International gives me income that I can be proud of, and that's why I can tell you that if you commit to this business, you get what you're looking for. And so I mentioned that everything is a cycle. When you join Max International, there's an initial excitement. For those who joined this business, who actually went through the process of joining the business with their own money, not people who paid for whoever. No, I'm talking about the people who paid for themselves to join Max International. There's an initial excitement. Wow, I've just started this something new. It's exciting. I don't know what the future is. It could work. It could not work. Because you struggle to make that money, to raise that money to get started, there's some adrenaline. In fact, the day I paid for my sign-up money, my hands were shaking because that's 3,000 Ghana cedis that I paid, and at the time this was 1,100 US dollars. That was my literally all the money I had in my savings account. I went to take all my money from savings account. My hands were shaking as I was paying it into the Max account. That's how excited I was. And of course, excitement is not always a positive thing. This kind of excitement was negative because there was no guarantee. Max was a relatively new company. There was no evidence that Max was paying. There was hardly any evidence that the business was going to stay. But I was desperate, so I had to get started. So I jumped on board, and well, the rest, as they say, is history. But everybody goes through the initial excitement phase. Then you start missing the disappointments. I spoke to 100 people before I got my first years. And by the time I got my first years, I was already in the dip phase because, Charlie, imagine hearing all those people telling you, no, you are a joker, you don't know what you are talking about. This company will collapse in 6 months, we heard it all. The things you're going through, Master, you're not alone. I heard the same thing. And so nothing is new that you're not going through anything new. But you get to a critical point. Where you have to make a decision. You have to make a decision. That critical point, some people reach this critical point early some people in their first day, they reach this critical point. Some people, it takes them a year to reach this critical point. But there's always a critical point where you have to make a decision. And that decision is going to be the difference between your financial freedom and your deciding to quit the company or to join a different company. That critical point, you need to get to that critical point. In fact, for me personally, what our advice is, you need to get to this critical point early. Because the earlier I get to that critical point, the better for you, so that you can make a decision and commit. You either commit that I'm doing Max and doing it well, so that you can approach your financial freedom, or decide that I'm quitting Max so that you don't even waste your time anymore. Because, Charlie, time wasted can never be gained, can never be recovered. So make sure that you decide to stay and build the business, to focus on what lies ahead and make the most of your Max opportunity. because that's for the cycle there. You get it. Even countries go through it. Max business too, we go through cycles. Today we are in momentum. Tomorrow we are going to have a dip, and the momentum will come again. Then there's a dip. So once you're in momentum, you need to take advantage of the momentum phase and make the most out of it, so that when the dip comes, and the dip will come, it will come. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a prophet of doom. I'm just telling you that the dip will come. And when the dip comes, you must be ready for it. So now what triggers the dip? I want to prepare you so that you understand why you must make November your make or break month. November is critical. You need to make November your make or break month. So I'm spending the next 5-10 minutes talking about this, the reason why the dip, what triggers the dip, what causes the dip. I'm going to spend a few minutes here, and I'm hoping that as I'm telling you these things, you are taking notes, you are preparing, so that if you already identify some of these things happening in your team, you can begin to take action against it, or for it, whichever one it is. So some personal issues can cause the dip. For instance, when you joined Max, you were not married, you were single and searching. You had no responsibility. You could get up and travel anywhere or do a Zoom presentation at any time. But then now you get married. Now you have responsibilities. If especially for the women, you get married and your husband is demanding, is saying that you are spending too much time on your phone, you're spending too much time on Zoom. It can affect you, because before now you are spending 2 hours on the phone chatting prospects, motivating your team and getting them to do the thing, and the volumes were coming. Now the 2 hours you should have spent, because you are working full time, the 2 hours you should have spent on your phone, your husband is demanding that time. So obviously you can't keep up with your team, and so your team begins to slow down. That's a dip. Pregnancy, some people have, when they get pregnant, because the pregnancies can be challenging, they suffer a dip in their business. Or childbirth. I remember when my first child was born, for like 2 weeks, I myself, I felt sick, because this kid will not sleep in the night, crying. You wake up in the morning and you wake up frustrated. For the first 2 weeks, I was a walking zombie. I mean, I couldn't tell what was going on, because I hadn't slept a wink, and it was terrible. It's just when you're about to turn and sleep, then he will start crying, and you have to wake up and go and feed him, and then it was terrible. And so childbirth can also affect your team, your business, and cause your business to slow down. Job loss or even job gain. Sometimes when you lose your job, obviously you are disoriented, and it can affect you. It can affect your business as well, your side business as well. Or when you get a new job, again, it can, because of the schedule change and new bosses, you are trying to please your new bosses, can also disrupt your business and all that. So all these are things that can affect you, or these are things that when they happen to you, it can affect your team, and it can cause your team to slow down. Of course, the dip can also be a function of your entire team. So for instance, as you join the business, your upline has quit and gone to join another company, or your downline has quit and gone to join another company. It can affect you. I mean, let's say you are a silver associate, and then your bronze associate decides, I won't do Max again. That's a major blow. It can affect you. And so it can cause your team to slow down. It can cause you yourself to slow down. And so these are things that happen all the time. And so once you know that it happens all the time, then you build contingencies. What I mean is that you build cushions. You, instead of having only one bronze, you need to build 2, 3, 4, 10 bronzes, so that even if one quits, it's not a big deal. And in fact, and as I'm going on, one of the solutions to all of these reliances numbers, we'll talk about it briefly as we go along. And at this point, let me also just chip in that you need to understand that joining new companies, or jumping from one company to another, or trying to do multiple companies at the same time, all these things is not good. It's going to affect you yourself. And so try and focus on one and stick to one. If you think Max is a business for you, I would recommend Max, because I'm with Max. Stay and build your Max business. If you think you're better off going to another company, leave Max and build another company. You will thank me later, because people who build multiple network marketing companies never achieve the kind of success that you are looking for. So don't even try it. It doesn't work. The company can be the source of your problems. Sometimes, as you may be doing everything right, your team is doing everything right, but then the company goes and has an issue. Let's say the regulator, they breach some regulatory rules, and then there's a problem. Now, through no fault of yours, your team may start leaving because the company cannot be trusted, or the company decides to launch a new product which can distract from what was already there, or they decide to change your compensation plan. Now, does that sound familiar? Yes, because Max International is currently going through a compensation plan update. And so all of these things can affect your team. It's not your fault. Some of you don't even know what's going on, but because the company has decided to make these changes, it can affect you. And indeed, it will affect you. So you have to prepare for it. Then the politicians can also come and do their thing. And so the politicians can come in and cause problems. They can change policies. They can come in and say suddenly that in Ghana right now, instead of paying 10% withholding tax, they can just come in and say we are going to change it to 20%. That can cause problems, because already the 10% crowd, we are complaining. then now it's 20%. That's a policy change that you don't have any control over. The company doesn't have any control over, but it has happened. What can you do? It's a problem. We can't do anything about it at all. For instance, now there's an election going on in the US. The outcome of that election could affect our business, and we are not even citizens of US, but we have teammates in US which can be affected. And so there are things that are beyond your control that could affect you as well. And of course, the industry problems can also affect you. Let's say, as we are seeing, just like those of you in Ghana will identify with this one, just like how some financial companies collapsed a few years ago, even though there are companies that are still around who are doing the right things, because of the collapse of those other companies, it affected confidence in the legitimate companies. In the same way, if a network marketing company collapses, even though you and your company is doing the right thing, because that company has collapsed, can affect you and slow down and cause a dip in momentum in your company. And so everything is linked together to make us who we are, even as a company, as a network marketing opportunity. But there's a big but, and this is the part I like the most. Interestingly, all the things I spoke about, I talked about the causes of dip in personal, in the team, in the company, in the country, in the industry. All these things I spoke about, the very same thing that caused the dip can also trigger a boom. Think about it. Coronavirus came, and coronavirus killed a lot of companies, killed a lot of businesses, killed a lot of people. But a lot of us are also still here. A lot of us are building businesses. And guess what? Our company is booming. This same coronavirus that killed other companies has caused a boom in our industry. Coronavirus has killed some network marketing. Are you aware that some network marketing companies have collapsed because of coronavirus? Yes, some companies have collapsed because of coronavirus, especially the companies involved in travel and other things. But our company is alive. And this is what I'm talking about. So the very same thing that is causing havoc in some place can also be an advantage in another place. And so the point I'm trying to make with this slide is to tell you that the problem is not the problem. The problem is your attitude towards the problem. If right now your upline quit the business, you have two choices. You can decide to also quit the business, or you can decide to prove your upline wrong by building the business and succeeding, so that your success becomes the best revenge you can ever give to that person. Right now, if there's a comp plan update going to happen right now, you have two choices. You can allow the comp plan update to affect you negatively, or you can say that this comp plan update is going to be my ticket to becoming a diamond associate. Should I say, I actually benefited from comp plan change, because before our previous comp plan was changed, I was only a gold, I was a platinum associate. When the comp plan was changed, I gave it my best shot, and I became a diamond associate after the comp plan had changed. And so the choice is yours. The same rain that caused the flood in Circle on June 3rd. I'm sorry if I'm reminding anybody of some negative memories, but that same rain that caused the flood is the same rain that fed the farms. And so it tells you that the problem is not the rain. The problem is that the people were not prepared for the rain. And so this short session I'm giving you is to tell you that there are things that will happen that are your fault, and there are things that are going to happen that are not your fault. But ultimately, it is your reaction to these things that makes the difference. And so the earlier you fortify yourself and understand that, excuse my language, shit happens. The earlier you understand these things, the better. Complaining will just put you down, not me. When you keep complaining, you put yourself down and you kill your team's morale. You kill your team's vim. So always look for the silver lining. I repeat, always look for the silver lining. It's true that FNF is going away. I know that people who don't want it to go away. And they are right in fighting that it won't go away. But while fighting for the FNF to stay, try not to demoralize your team. Try not to disvim your team. Try not to alienate your team, because ultimately it is this same team that you come back to and try to get them to motivated to do their job ahead. So why bring them down to negative and then try to bring them back up to positive? So try to keep your team going in spite of the challenges, whilst fighting that there's always a better way to fight the system. There's always a good way to fight the system and get the results you're looking for. But antagonizing your leaders, antagonizing your teammates, alienating them is not the way to go. Change is the only constant. It's time for a change is coming, and this change will happen whether we like it or not. So we need to be adaptable. We need to adapt to this change and make a run for it, because the future is certainly bright and rewarding. So let's position ourselves and then make the most out of it. It's going to be awesome. Let's move on. All right. So at this point, I'm going to the end of the first part of the presentation. I'm going to now switch and have a conversation face to face with you all so that we can enjoy ourselves on this call. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen now. Of course, if you have any questions, feel free to ask those questions as we'll come back to them at the end of the session. So, can you hear me now? All right, so as I was saying, so we are now going to have a conversation about the business. I mean, moving forward, now we are coming back to our topic where we are discussing success in November. Yes, now we are going to actually talk about success in November. Before now, we're just talking about general things that are relevant to our business. And yes, indeed, they are relevant. It is relevant to our business. So it's important that we put everything in perspective, because indeed our business is metamorphosizing into something awesome indeed. I mean, 2021 is going to be a big year, very big year. There's travel opportunity for everybody. There's opportunity to make money for everybody, so long as you are doing the income generating activities. And these income generating activities are, as you already know, prospecting, inviting, following up, closing. And you're going to have a ton of tools. I mean, the Zoom calls are still going to be there. We're going to have in-person trainings, in-person VOMs as well. So 2021 is going to be amazing. I mean, it's like I feel it in my fingers. I feel it in every part of my body, and I know that it's going to be an awesome year indeed for those who are well positioned, those who are positioning themselves to take advantage. And so for this November, as I said, November is a critical month in the sense that on December 1, a new compensation plan or an updated compensation plan will be taking effect, which means that some of the things that we are used to in the past will not be there anymore. But the new plan is a more sustainable plan that is going to keep bringing more revenue for you on this call, and for the new people who are going to join us. There's going to be opportunities to travel. 2021 is going to be one of the years that max travel. We are going to have a lot of max travels, because all the 2020 travels were postponed to 2021, and the 2021 travels themselves will also be there for us to enjoy. And so there's going to be more travel. It's going to be amazing, So if you stay focused, if you stay building, you are going to reap some results. There are going to be trips to Royal Senchi, Labadi Beach for those who qualify. There's going to be a trip to Mauritius for those who qualify. There's going to be a trip to Bali. There's going to be a trip to Ireland. Actually, it's amazing. It's going to be amazing. And I mean, I really wish, I don't want to go alone. So please join me and let's go on these trips and have fun. It's going to be exciting. All right. So success in November. What are the tips for you to succeed in November? Number one, and then here, I mean, it's a conversation I'm going to have. You need to write these things down because it's important. Number one, and here I'm going to ask a question. How many people on this call right now have done their auto-ship? If you've done your auto-ship, go ahead and type an A in the platform. If you've done your auto-ship, let me see those who have actually done the auto-ship. Now, why is it important to do your auto-ship? Why is doing your auto-ship important? You need to do your auto-ship because doing auto-ship is what opens you up for business. It's what opens your shop. You cannot run a shop in Makola and keep it closed and expect to make money. Nobody can buy from a shop that is closed. And so if you have not done the auto-ship, you are not ready to earn money from Max International. And that is why Max International will not pay you commission if you fail to do your auto-ship. And so the first tip for you to succeed in November is to do your auto-ship early. I'm telling you that if you do your auto-ship between today and the 7th of November, by end of November, you'll be singing a different song. Trust me on this. If you do your auto-ship early, it gives you two advantages. Number one, it opens your shop. Your shop is open for business. Your shop is open for business. People are going to come to you and buy. It's a psychological thing. People are going to come to you and buy because they know there's some attraction, something is pulling them to you for them to come and buy the product, all because you did the auto-ship. And mentally, it unlocks some blockades up there. It's because once you do your auto-ship, automatically your mindset is that I need to sell this product. I need to recoup my profit. And so you immediately go into sales mode. If you haven't done your auto-ship, you are relaxed. It's like I haven't invested the money, so what's the point? I can do it tomorrow. I can make the call tomorrow. I can invite the person tomorrow. But once you do the auto ship, there's nothing like tomorrow because you need to make that call today. You need to get paid that money today. And so auto ship opens you up for aggressive marketing, aggressive prospecting. And so I'm telling you that if you do your auto ship before the 7th of November, you are setting yourself up for significant success in this very month of November. And so if you have not done your auto ship, for those who have done your auto ship, congratulations on doing an early auto ship. If you have not done your auto ship, I'm telling you, test me on this. Do your auto ship and give me a call, and I'm going to make myself available to actually work with you to help you achieve your targets. So long as you're ready to put in the work, I'm available this month of November. I'm actually committing myself to be available to help and work with whoever is available for us to do this thing and make it count. Because November is a major, is an amazing month, period. And so do your auto ship and let's make it happen. And for those of you who are, the third advantage that auto ship gives you is that it helps you to see the volume you actually have right now, so that you can plan for what you want to do to achieve your target. And that actually brings me to my point number 2. So point number 1 is do your auto ship early. And the target for early auto ship is by the 7th of November. Try and get your auto ship done by the 7th of November. Very important. And when you are done your auto ship, the next thing you need to do is set a target. The target that you set for yourself is where you want to end November. So if you want to end November as a senior associate, set that target. If you want to end November as a bronze associate, set that target. If you want to end November as a silver or a gold or a platinum or a diamond, whatever your target is for November, set that target and make sure that you discuss this target that you have set with your upline. Because some of you, if we leave you to set a target alone by yourself, you're going to set a small target, forgetting that you are powerful, you have huge potential inside of you. You are so endowed with power. You are so much endowed with authority, but you don't even see it in yourself. And so it's important that you discuss your target with somebody you look at, somebody you respect, somebody who actually has you at heart, so that person can scrutinize the target you have set and discuss with you whether that target you have set is a worthwhile target for you, or you can do better. And I believe you can actually do better. I mean, I'm a 10x guy. I mean, I listen to Grant Cardone and he talks about 10x. So stop setting targets, stop setting reachable targets. So you join the business and you want to set a target for a senior associate because you're not too sure you can achieve bronze. My guy, senior associate is just 2 signups. Are you telling me that you can't do 2 signups today? If you really wanted to be a senior associate, you can actually do 2 signups today. Today, you can do. I know I'm talking to you. Who is that person? Ebenezer Nashi, you can do 2 signups today. Doris Yeboah, you can actually do 2 signups today. Demos Soglo, you can do 2 signups today. Tonight, you can actually do 2 signups tonight. All you have to do is make a call. Call 3 people, 2 of them will sign up. That's all. It's not a big signing 2 people is not too difficult. Stop making it difficult. George, you can actually sign 3 people. You George, you can sign this tonight, you can sign 3. I know you. You've been teaching for 18 years. English is not your problem. Tree is not your problem. Yes, George and Profi, I'm talking to you. You can actually sign 3 people tonight. All I'm saying is don't set a target that is within your reach. A target that's within your reach is no target at all. No. You need to set a target that is away from you so that you actually work hard and achieve that target. And even if you were to miss that target, you would land somewhere. Yes, that's what we are talking about. The target must be challenging. Otherwise, it's nothing. Don't even bother setting it if you're not ready to challenge yourself. Because here at Mass International, our aim is to get better every single day than we were yesterday. We want to get better every single day than we were yesterday. So if your target is reachable, you fail, you've missed it. No. When I joined Mass International, I had a target of $45,000 US. Yes, repeat that statement, $45,000 US. Do you think it's easy to get $45,000 US? No, it's not. But because I had that at the back of my mind, that's what I needed. I needed that money to clear my debt. And within 6 months of joining Mass International, I cleared that debt. I repeat, I cleared $45,000 US in 6 months. And so don't come and tell me that no. Push yourself. And that's what we are talking about. Set a target that will challenge you. Set a target that will keep you awake at 10 p.m., 11 p.m. on the phone, prospecting on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, LinkedIn. Set a target that will keep you awake, waking up at 4 a.m. to prospect before you get ready for work. Set a target that will keep you can't wait to close on work because you need to make some calls. You need to get on the phone and prospect. That's the kind of target we are looking for. Don't set a target that you can sit in your house and cross your leg and just hit that target. No. About for senior associate means I can give you money right now to become a senior associate. Don't reduce your potential. Don't limit your. You see, don't place a limitation on yourself. You are powerful. You are created in the image of God, and God spoke and the world was formed. And you are talking about senior associate. My guy, shine your eyes. Senior associate is too small. Every senior associate on this call should aim for bronze by the end of this month. If you are bronze on this call, aim for silver. Go out there and make it happen. It's possible. Stop placing limitation on yourself. You know you need the money. You need the money. Don't look at me. You need the money. Tell me I'm lying. Don't you need the money? Are you telling me that if Max paid $500 right now, you reject it? You need the money, Evelyn. You need the money. So collect it and stop dealing darling. Who hears can Max says, come and collect money. You say, I don't want money. Who if you don't want, I'll come and collect the money for you. Tear the thing and let's move. Now, number 3. So number 1 is do early authorship. Number 2, set a target. Set a target for yourself that will challenge you, and discuss that target with your upline or somebody that you respect, and make sure the targets are fit for you so that you can wake up with fire. You see, if you have a target and you're able to sleep comfortably, then you know that your target is not good enough. You need to set a target that keeps you awake. When you are sleeping, when you are asleep and you remember the target and you wake up, then you can't even sleep again. That's the kind of target you need to set for yourself. And it's possible. You can do it. Make it happen. Number three is focus. Focus. When you set a target, you need to focus. Tunnel vision. Don't look to your left. Don't look to your. Forget about what this person is doing. Forget about what that person is doing. Just focus on what you are doing. If what you are doing is not bringing results, change it. Adapt. No, you are not a tree planted by the rivers or water. No, you can move. You can adapt. Change this way, change that way, and make it work. If you are doing one way, one thing and it's not working, discuss with somebody who has done this in the business and do and change to fit the situation that you find yourself in. If you're a student and you keep talking to students, you might never get anywhere. Why? Because a lot of students cannot afford to get started. And so if you have talked to students and they are not able to get started, don't continue talking to students. It's not going to make a difference. Switch tactics and find someone who can actually afford. You see, the trick in this business is that you yourself need to make money to become a motivation to somebody. When we joined Max International, we were not making money, so they were not interested in joining us. That's why I spoke to 100 people before I got one. And that one I got to join, it was just by sheer luck that person signed up. Because when you talk to enough people, you will find at least one who joined because he himself was already looking for an opportunity. This is a deep statement of Henry. If you talk to enough people about your opportunity or your product, you will find a few who will join you, not because you are doing anything special. No, it's just because they themselves were in a place where they were ready to start or to try something different, and you happen to be there. And that's what happened to me. Because I was talking to so many people, I got one who was already looking for an opportunity to join the business, not because of anything I said, because he himself was ready to join the business. But this is what I did. When I now had evidence that Max pays, when I got my first commission, guess what? I snapshot that commission and I sent it to the people who I had spoken to early on, the people who said no. I sent it to those people that yes, Max pays. Now, guess what? Because they had now seen evidence that Max pays, a lot of them now jumped on board. I became a brand associate within 2 weeks of joining Max business because I had got evidence that Max pays. Why am I telling you this? Sometimes you find yourself in a place where you are talking to people and they are not minding you. It's not because they don't have money. Everybody has money, but their priority is not to use that money to join Max. Because even you that you are telling them about Max, no, Max hasn't paid you significant money. So why should they come and join you? Why should they bring their money and give it to you to join Max? And so stop showing Dr. Kelvin's commission. Stop showing George and Kofi's commission. Stop showing Bright Researchers' commission. It's time to show your own commission. Let people know that Max is paying you. That's the reason why we actually post snapshots every Wednesday. And so if you are there and you are keeping your commission to yourself, and maybe the commission, maybe if I post it, the witches will come and chop the money. And maybe my commission, if I post it, and the next one will not come. Be there. I don't know with witches in your family. My guy, it is not. Listen, the problem is not the problem. The problem is your attitude towards the problem. If you don't show people that you are making money, you don't expect them to believe you when you say Max pays. As for Max pays, anybody can pick a phone and type Max pays. But show me the money. That is what we are talking about. And so if you are not showing people that Max is paying you, forget it. If you show Dr. Kelvin's commission, they don't know who Dr. Kelvin is. For you know, Dr. Kelvin is the owner of Max International. They don't know. And so stop using other people's thing. You yourself make Max money.
If people are not joining your business, change the group that you're talking to. If your church people are not minding you, stop talking to your church people. Move to your neighbor's church. Talk to them. If the crowd are not minding you, talk to the ushers. If the people in your neighborhood are not minding you, go to your grandmother's neighborhood. Do something new so that you can get people to join. Because once you get 1, 2, 3 people to join you, and Max pays you that money, the people who are not minding you, they will begin to mind you because they are going to be seeing the effect of Max on you. Previously, you were wearing the same shirt you were wearing. That same shirt, wash that shirt for 6 months. You say Max is paying. Why are you still wearing the same shirt, my brother? The shoe you have been wearing, the same shoe that you are wearing, that the shoe, no, one half of the shoe, the heel, no, the heel has shear, and you are still wearing the shoe, and you come and tell me that Max is paying. If Max is paying, why haven't you changed your shoe? And so the point I'm making is that if Max is really paying you, it will show in the way you are dressing. It will show in probably the what was called in the kind of place you are eating. It will show in you because the money is coming to you. It's not for the money cannot come to you and somebody else will looking good. If the money is coming to you, you will begin to look good. Invest in some perfume, and some of you, the new sense, you are still in the church, no offense to church, but because church is actually one of the best places to prospect. But if you are in the church and you are smelling of sweat, why? The fact that you are a manual worker doesn't mean you should smell of sweat. You can be a manual worker and still succeed in math. In fact, I personally know manual workers who are doing math business and they are earning 500 cedis, 1,000 from math business. Invest in yourself. Invest in yourself in some perfume. You say Max is paying, but you every day no sense. When you raise your hand, when you raise your hand, everybody has to bend down because the fume that come out of the thing, they cure coronavirus. My guy, why? So oh my goodness. Anyway, all I'm saying is yes, Max pays. We know, we all know that Max pays, but is Max paying you? You, is Max paying you? That's the question. If Max is paying you, let it show on you. Let it show that Max is paying you. Invest some of the Max pay on yourself so that people will look at you and say, hey, isn't this the same Kojo who was here like yesterday telling me about this business? Looks like the business is very low because I can see a change in Kofi. And once the change begins to reflect on you, no, you don't need to talk plenty. They will come because they've seen the change in you. So stop telling Dr. Kelvin's story. Stop talking about Bride's story. Stop talking about whoever's story. It's time to tell your story. And it begins by you identifying your why. You are living in a house, single room with 5 other people. Are you happy about that? No, that is your why. Let that be your why, because once you're able to rent a new apartment where you are living in your own space, it could be a single, by this time it's your own space. I've rented it myself with my not money. People who know your before, when they see your after, they will come and ask you, what's your secret? And you tell them it's Max. And that's it. They will sign up because they see the change in you. And so stop typing Max pays. Show them that Max pays. Tomorrow is Wednesday. If you are going to be paid by Max International, put that snapshot on your DP, on your status, and let people see that Max is paying you. And stop all the long talk about Max pays. Show me the money. That's all. Number four, work the numbers. I've already this particular point. If you didn't hear me at all, this particular point, you need to hear me. I've said it, I've made a reference to this point since the beginning of this call. Work the numbers. Some of you, your problem is very simple. You are not talking to enough people. That's all. That is all. You have the skill, you have the why, you have the where, you have everything. The only thing that's lacking is that you are not talking to enough people. You are not talking to enough people. Some of you pick the phone, you call 1, 2, they tell you, no, I'm not interested. Then you give up, you put the phone down. My guy, listen, Max is not difficult though. Your school that you're attending right now, almost everybody on this college is in one form of school or another. Your school you attend is more difficult than Max business. But do you know why you don't quit your school? Because you pay school fees. And because you pay school fees, you must make sure that you stay and understand the thing. But because Max International does not come and demand authorship from you, you have made it optional. If I like, I'll make calls. If I like, I'll make calls. The Zoom call, no, me permit joining. If I like, I won't join. This training call is free. This training call that I'm on right now is free. This training call was advertised on the page, all the pages. Only 86 people are on this call. Only 86. Do you know how big the team is? Only 86 people are here. Yet At the end of the day, the people who are not on the training will come and they want to get paid by Max International. How do you intend to get paid if you're not attending the training sessions? How do you intend to get paid if you're not making the calls? How do you intend to get paid if you're not inviting people to join the Zoom calls? Max, no, and yet, choboy. You don't just sit in your house and say, yeah, Max paid, and then they will believe. It is not a political rally. And however, you have a friend is saying, all the political students. It is not a political affiliation. No, Max is not about your sex. It's not about whether you're a man or woman. It's not about your age. It's not about whether you're old or not old. Max doesn't matter whether you're a doctor or a nurse. It doesn't matter whether you went to school or you didn't go to school. All that matters in Max business is that you are talking to people. At Max, we trade in human beings. Yes, we deal in human beings. If you join Max and you don't talk to human beings, you won't get paid. If you join Max and you don't sell products, you won't get paid. If you join Max and you don't do auto-ship, you won't get paid. If you join Max and you wish to become a diamond, the diamond will not come. Diamond does not fall from heaven. Diamond comes when you put in the work. Diamond comes when you are prospecting and inviting and signing people. Diamond comes when you are creating bronze and silvers and gold. Diamond comes when you learn how to build the business. No one became successful about anything that he or she did not learn and invest time, emotions, and heart into. You are not going to get paid by Max International for just signing up. No. So don't call Dr. Kelvin and ask me, Doc, I did my auto-ship and I have not been paid. If you do auto-ship and you don't sign people, you won't get paid. Sure, yeah, bro. Max business no be choboy business. Max business is hard work. The difference between Max business and traditional business is that the kind of hard work we do, we get paid an equal share of the hard work. When we go to work, you sit there for 8 hours and you break your back and you work. And you know the interesting thing, many of us don't even count the number of hours you spend in traffic. So you wake up at 4 a.m., you leave the house at 5 a.m. Some of your children actually have breakfast in the car and they choke in the car. And they are inhaling all the fumes from the other cars over there. We are actually killing our children before their time. We don't even realize it. You spend 2 hours in traffic to get to work. You spend 2 hours in traffic to get back home. That's 4 hours that we don't even account for. And then when you come home and then your spouse is trying to be nice to you because you are angry with your boss, come and take it out on your spouse because she's not a human being, or he there is not a human being. He doesn't have emotions on. We don't see all of these things. But when we have an opportunity like Max International, where we can invest just an hour or two, just join a Zoom call and learn a thing or two from the comfort of your bed. Some of you are lying in your bed. I can see the videos. How easy is it to learn Max business? Just plug in, listen, and apply. Emphasis on apply. That's all. And people won't do. And you want to get paid by Max International. It doesn't work like that, my guy. It does not work like that, But you know already now. We are not prophets that we pray for me and open doors. No, it doesn't work like that. You know already. The Max business, the money is sweet, but you have to work now. If you don't work, the money no will come. But if you work, if you put in the work at Max International, you will enjoy. If you have been paid by Max International before, if you have seen money that Max has paid you that you didn't see anywhere before, please type enjoy in the comment section. I know myself, when I joined my first month at Max International, I got paid double my doctor's salary at Max International. By my third month, when I joined Max, I was being paid only 2,000 Ghana cedis as a doctor. My third month in Max, I was paid 10,000. No, sorry, I was paid 14,000 Ghana cedis by Max International. In my third month, I was a gold associate. Within 3 months, I had earned almost 50,000 Ghana cedis from Max International. And the next 3 months after that was mind-blowing. Altogether, in 6 months, I earned $45,000, which I took and paid off my debts. You can do it. Why? Because today, there's more credibility at Max International today than it was when I joined Max. Today, Max has 7 offices in Ghana alone, 3 offices in Nigeria, 1 office in Ivory Coast. There are about 17 diamonds in Ghana. That is credibility. It tells you that Max is real. When I joined Max, there was no diamond associate. There was only 1 office. We didn't know whether the company would survive 6 months or not, but I gave it my best shot. Your problem right now is that you are not giving Max your best shot. And if you're not giving Max your best shot, you cannot get the best result. That's why I love my brother Elikem. He said that if you put in maximum results, you're going to get, if you put in maximum effort, you're going to get insane results. That's why he calls it Max insane. You cannot put in half-hearted effort and expect to get a full-time income. You cannot treat Max as a hobby and expect to get a salary. Nobody gets paid for a hobby. Even the people who play for, even the football players are not playing football as a hobby. No, they get up and they train. Musicians are not singing as a hobby. They train. Voice training. Charlie, if you do voice training, it is hard work. Do you know that you have to do stomach exercise before you can sing? Yes, you don't know because you don't sing. Stomach exercise is part of the exercise you do if you're a singer, if you're a musician. It's all part of the sacrifice you have to make. People have to wake up early in the morning and go and train their voice. Some of them have to go and stand up by the beach. And because the beach, the waves are blowing and it's quite loud, you have to try and elevate your voice above the waves. People do that, and when they get paid their money, you sit there and say they're lucky. What do you mean by lucky? Luck is not part of the thing at all. Before you can become lucky, you have to be standing at the right place at the right time. Before you can get that sign, you have to talk to that person. You cannot, you don't make the call and you want to make the sign up. It doesn't work like that, my guy. So work the numbers. Work the numbers. You need to listen. Let me give you the statistics. The best network marketers, and I'm talking about the very best, top of the line network marketers, they speak to 10 people and they sign only 3. They speak to 10 and they sign 3. That's 30% conversion rate. You and I know we are not the best. Me, I'm nowhere near the best. And so it tells you that if your plan is to sign 10 people this month, you have to go out there and talk to 200 people. So the 5 we are spoken to is not enough. Let me tell you, it is not enough. The 5 we are spoken to is not enough. It is woefully inadequate. Go out there and call more people. Facebook has Facebook has 4 billion people. Go and call somebody. Go and make a new friend. Talk to somebody about Mark's business. Don't make any excuses. You can do it. And when you start doing it and the money starts flowing, you come and you even give me some. So you see that thing. The money is for you, not for me. So don't waste the opportunity. Go and sign the people. Sign them all. This November, do something you have never done before and get the results that will blow your mind. Yes, you can do it. It's possible. Number five, be consistent. Number 5, be consistent. After all of these things, if you fail to be consistent, you've missed it. You need to be consistent in your efforts in this month of November. After auto ship, you have to make a goal. I set a target. My target is to hit silver by the end of November. If you want to hit silver by the end of November, all you need to do is take the silver volume. Silver volume is what? 5,000 CV. Divide 5,000 CV by the number of days ahead of you. So today is the 3rd, which means that there are 27 days left. If your target is to become a silver associate, divide 5,000 by 27. What answer do you get? You get an answer, let's for discussion purposes, you get an answer, let's say 500 points. It means that every single day, you need to generate 500 points, 500 CV. So whether you're going to sell products to the tune of 500 CV, or you're going to sign new people, it's immaterial. All you need is 500 points. So make sure that consistently you are getting 500 points every single day. And if you make that your target, I can assure you that in the initial phase, in the initial stages, you may miss the target. But if you stay consistent, as the month progresses, you begin to achieve your target. And as the month progresses some more, you begin to go over your target, because with consistency, you get better, your skill improves, you spend less time to get people to understand, and you begin to, you can tell who is serious and who is not serious. You make a call and the person is not serious, you cut the call and go to the next person. Charlie, I don't have time, I have a target, I don't have time to waste. Don't tell me Mark's not real. Why am I talking to you? Mark's not real. I don't have time for it. I'm not here to convince you. I'm here to give you the fact. Mark's business is a US company, been in Ghana 6 years, produced 17 times. People are changing lives every single day. Our products are amazing. I want you to come and join me on a call tomorrow and hear for yourself what we are doing and make a decision. Can you make the call? Yes, no, maybe so. Move on to the next person. Charlie, 1, 2, 3, let's go. Within 2 minutes, 1 minute, you should be able to get your message across. And if the person is not giving you a straight answer, move on. I'm not here to convince you. And here's the thing. When you move on, when a person is saying, I'm not too sure, okay, no problem, Charlie, I'll call you later when I have time. When you hang that call, that guy will call you back. Why? Because he's wondering, hey, what's going on? But this guy, that's not how he is. But suddenly it looks like he's fine. He's too busy for me. I need to catch up with him. I need to run after him. People will start chasing you because you're not giving them quality time. Previously I called the person and we discussed, Charlie, the man you and Asma Marsh, also Party has done this. Listen, Party is collecting millions of pounds. So stop discussing Party and discuss yourself. How many millions of pounds have you earned in your life? Stop worrying about Party. He's sorted. He has a contract for 5 years. He's sorted. Master, that guy will never see poverty again. He is sorted. What about you? You to do max and collect £1 million. It is possible. Also, you're a person. Stop every day discussing Ronaldo, every day discussing Messi, every day discussing Partey, discussing whoever. My guy, it's your time. You can do it, and you deserve it. So make it happen for yourself. And Max is the vehicle that can get you to that target. Imagine if Max was paying you 100,000 Ghana cedis every single month. What could become of you? What would you do with that kind of money? Can you even see yourself earning 100,000 Ghana cedis from Max International? Because if you can't see yourself earning 100,000 Ghana cedis, then it's a non-starter. It's because you have to see it, you have to visualize it. When you close your eyes, you have to be able to see yourself earning 100,000 Ghana cedis before it materializes. Faith is, Charlie, even the definition of faith that has appeared, the evidence of things unseen. If you have to wait to see the thing to believe it, then you've missed it. You never get there. But once you believe it, and you model your life towards it, because you know that it's possible to earn 100,000 Ghana cedis with Max International. This is what I have to do to earn that 100,000 Ghana cedis. And so once you have the destination and you have the why and you have the how, the next thing is to move. And so at this point, if you're ready to move, type in the comment section, type your name and say to the world, I am ready to move. And if you want to, add the target you have set for yourself for the month of November. And let us all hold you accountable for that target, because you can do it. I know you. I was there where you are. I know the feeling when everybody is looking at you and wondering and thinking that you are crazy for partnering with this company. When everybody is looking at you and trying to pull you down. People who don't even understand what is going on. People who have never even come to attend a Max business, they open their mouth and everything that comes out of it is negativity. I've been there. When people try to challenge your own sanity because they make you feel foolish for deciding to partner with this company. I've been there. But you know what happens? If you stay focused, if you stay consistent, if you keep pushing, you keep building, a few months from today, they will come back to you to ask you for a loan. The very people who try to pull you down, they will come to you and ask for a loan. I'm telling you, you'll be shocked. You will throw me, you will give me back my stone, as they say in my language. You will give me my stone. They will come to you and ask you for a loan because they've seen the money on you. They've seen you smelling of the money. They've seen you looking like money. They've seen your birth certificate has changed. Now your name is Akosia Money Mensa. The money has become part of who you are. That's what we are talking about. That's what Max International gives you. The training is real. The products are real. The company is real, and it's going to be amazing. Thank you very much for tuning into this training call. If you have any question or any contribution, this is it. Please go ahead and type in the comment section. At this point, I'm going to end the recording so that we can answer some questions as they come up on the screen. So once again, my name is Kelvin, and I'm happy that you stayed onto this call so that together we can achieve some phenomenal things in this month of November. I'm super excited about what the future holds.